Hi and welcome back to this next video of the FAQ video series on the BAOS 777. In this video we want to take a look at the history feature of the BAOS. So in order to activate the history feature, I first of all have to log in with my user credentials. And after signing in, the workflow is nearly the same like for the timers. You first of all have to navigate to the function on which you want to activate the history feature. In my case, I want to activate it here for this bus load function. So with this function here, I can see the current bus load on the twisted pair wire, which gets provided to me via an KNX power supply 366. And now here, in order to activate the history, I first of all have to click here on the arrow, and then here we have the history button. And after clicking on it, you can then specify the data points or the group objects on which you want to activate the history. So here in this case, we only have the state group object. So therefore I will enable it for this group object. And now in order to see here the values, I simply have to click here on update. And with that, the history now gets started. And we can later on then see here the history of the bus load. For example, if I click here on update again, you can now see here the latest two values. Now I have already activated another history on a temperature object so that we can see the progress of it. And in order to see all the other histories, you simply have to click here on top in the menu bar on histories. And with that, you can now see all the data points to which you have activated an history. Now here you can see that I have currently two histories activated, the one which we just did, so for the bus load, and for the temperature in the bedroom. Now in order to take a look at it, I simply click here on bedroom temperature, and then here you can see the progress of the temperature in the bedroom. And now to navigate through this history, you first of all here have a date field, so that you can specify the date from which you want to see the values. And then down below here you can see the diagram of the temperature progress. And here you always see 100 values. And if there exist more than 100 values which got locked, well then you can navigate through those values with these buttons here below. So here you can see we have currently 4 pages which are filled with values of the temperature. And if I go back to the history of the bus load, you can see that here we now got a little bit of more values since we have enabled the history for the bus load. So this is how you can use the history function in your BAOS 777.